healing, take it slow.
Good morning, YouTube. How are you guys today? Well, I'm doing great. I'm glad you guys asked. However, I have one big problem. I'm hungry. This is always a problem for the big scary guy. Now, we're going to start out with a little bit of a game. I want you guys to comment on the moment that you realize what we are making. Now, I am not going to say, and I am not going to put it in the title, what it is that I am actually making. So, as soon as you guys figure it out, just put the timestamp in there. All right? So, we're going to start out with ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, some buttermilk biscuits left over from my chicken and dumplings recipe, some pepperoni and some other mystery meat inside the pepperoni package, and then of course, because it's big scary guy food, there's also sriracha and his custom chipotle mayo, spicy chipotle mayo. So, have you figured it out yet? I hope you have, because I'm just going to get right into what it is that we're going to make. And I am going to tell you right now, I don't particularly care about its shape. So don't think that once I start making this, you're going to figure it out just based on its shape. You will eventually figure it out. I just hope that it's sooner rather than later. But let's get started. All right, now, the very first thing that we are going to start out with is these buttermilk biscuits. Now, am I making biscuits? The answer is no. If that's what you guessed, you failed. Because how many of the Big Scary Guy's recipes have been basic? I mean, nothing really. As far as I can tell, you guys haven't really seen me make anything that's boring and plain. I've made some cool stuff so far, I think. I mean, my own version of on rice is awesome. I love that. You guys never saw the chicken and dumplings video because I lost over half of that footage. And I'm still kind of pissed off about that one. But it is what it is. It's my fault. Plus, I failed in that video anyways. I do need to go ahead and do the revenge video, though, because obviously I need to do that one right and give it justice. And if I can get it done in 30 minutes, I mean, yeah, I want to brag about it. To all of my friends on YouTube, I want to brag about it. I mean, geez. All right, so we have all of these biscuits. What are we going to do with all of the biscuits? Now we don't have any biscuits. But that's okay. I didn't want biscuits. Biscuits would not have satisfied the big scary guy today. Now I'm going to press it out. This is going to be the part, this is the part that I didn't really think through all the way. Let me see if I have any flour. Sugar, spice, everything bad. No flour. Go figure. Big scary guy doesn't have flour. Ooh, that's something else that I'm going to teach you guys how to make too. Flour is not it, by the way. What I need is a rolling pin and flour. Alright, so now I have a rolling pin. That's gonna help me out with this. Kind of curious, who at this point has said pizza? Who said pizza? I guess I'll find out in the comments if you guys are brave enough to not delete them. Now, I did tell you guys before, I am not a big stickler for how it looks. What I care about is how does it taste, and I promise this is going to taste delicious. I am looking forward to this right now with everything that I have. All right, so I've got that rolled out. I think I'm going to leave it in this rolled out state. Let me grab a spoon real quick, and we will start in on this ricotta cheese. Now, obviously, I have made one of these already because I'm going to use the last of the ricotta cheese that I have, which is not entirely true because while I ran out to go and get my rolling pin, I also went and got some more ricotta cheese. But that's beside the point. I am definitely going to do another one of these. I like these. I had one a couple of nights ago and just absolutely fell in love with it, and obviously had to have more. So I decided, well, I think it's delicious. It worked. I'm going to do a video on it. And guess what? Now you guys will know how to make one of these as well. I love the taste of ricotta cheese. I really do. I really don't know why. I know exactly what it is that makes ricotta cheese. It's kind of the same thing that makes cottage cheese, but you know, it's just one of those things you're willing to overlook because you just enjoy it so freaking much, you can't not. So I am done with that. And I need a knife. Something else I should have grabbed while I was already up. Alrighty then. So, my mystery meat that I mentioned earlier is actually these smoked little weenies. And these are great. There we go. We'll see how many we actually use. Now, what I am doing with these little weenies, I'm cutting them in fourths to start off with. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them into eighths. I'm just going to let them fall all over the mystery food if you guys haven't already figured it out. I mean, you guys should have. Ricotta cheese should have given it away right off the rip. I mean, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I have a thing for this genre of food. Actually, you guys should just know that I have a thing for food, period. I mean, the Big Scary Guy is called the Big Scary Guy for a reason. And you don't really have to chop these up. I mean, you could cut them up to whatever size pieces that you want. I actually cut them into much smaller pieces the last time that I made this. And I didn't really regret that. And I certainly still don't. But I think that it would be all right having bigger pieces, which is what I'm doing right now. Kind of experimenting while making this video. I have a feeling it's going to come out just fine and taste great anyways. So it's one of those meh, I'll do what I want things. And I kind of wish that I had found a some Little Smokies with a deeper flavor, but the Big Scary Guy is cheap. You guys might just reject me entirely and say, I don't like you, Big Scary Guy, you're scary. I would kind of have to accept that. That's kind of why this channel got named the Big Scary Guy. I mean, I get called that, and People don't know, but I'm really the big teddy bear guy. And a couple of people have figured this out. But a lot of people are really intimidated by things that just based on their appearance. And that's kind of sad, but at the same time, it is a funny channel name. It is a discussion topic, if you will. So, meh, I'll use it. Who's figured it out now? Somebody's got to have figured it out. I mean, you couldn't possibly be this far into the video and not realize what it is that I'm making. I mean, unless you've never had one of these. I mean, if you've never had one, then, I mean, I guess I gotta cut you some slack. But if you've had one of these, and like I said, I don't particularly care about its shape, and this is not the traditional shape for this. I'm gonna just go ahead and use the rest of this cheese, because I just bought more cheese as well. Now, this is something the big scary guy is eating, so guess what's going on it? Something spicy. In this case, sriracha. Sriracha works pretty well. It's a general heat item and offers a pack of flavor, which is important to me because I don't really care if it's spicy. I care if it provides a spicy flavor. The flavor is what I'm really after, and sriracha does a great job of providing a mild heat and a lot of flavor. Like I said, you guys have got to have figured this out by now. Sure, members of my family, if they're actually watching this, I don't even know if my family's watching these, but I'm sure that members of my family are probably seeing this video and going, well, duh, my brother and sister in Miami, my only brother and sister, are probably sitting there like laughing, if they're watching, because every time I go and see my brother and sister, we go to a restaurant called Steve's. And I love their calzones. Have you guys realized it yet? I'm making a calzone, or I made a calzone. And now I'm going to go and put it on the seasoned pan, and then I am going to cook that. So, what I used was some store brand buttermilk biscuits. What I used the last time that I made this was a store brand can of pizza dough. So all I did was just roll, the only difference between this and this is that this is already rolled out. You basically just got to flatten it out on the pan, and then you can top it and stuff it however you would like. Now, with this one, being that they were originally biscuits, I obviously had to crush them all together and then roll them out. If you use the can of pizza dough, then you won't really have to do the crushing and rolling out. You can roll it out if you want the crust of the calzone to be a little bit thinner. You can roll it out for sure. Seasoned pandio. So you most certainly could roll out a canned pizza dough if you really wanted to, but you don't have to. That is not something that is required by calzone law or something like that. I did not roll out the last one because obviously I didn't have a pizza roller before this one, and it was still delicious. Now, what else does the big scary guy have to put on all of his fun creations and food? Chipotle mayo, spicy custom chipotle mayo that I freaking love, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm addicted to this stuff. I have a problem and I need help. Oh wait, I already started getting some help. I'm running every day now. Yay! All right, guys, the calzone is done. And look at this deliciousness. This, guys, is, I'm not even lying, I'm pretty sure you guys can tell, this is about the size of a standard rolling pin. So if you have a rolling pin at home, you can use this as a size comparison. It's over a foot long. It's a huge calzone, and I cannot wait to dig into this. So I'm gonna stop the video here. We are done. I am done because I am tired of looking at it. I want to not see it anymore. And by that, I mean I want to eat it right now. So the big scary guy is gonna go and eat.